They told us it was just research. But the man they brought in, he described a classified site halfway across the world in perfect detail without ever leaving the room. I was in the room that day, the 29th of June, 1982, a locked conference hall buried beneath layers of security clearances, where the CIA met with the Senate Appropriations Committee. The air was thick, not just with heat, but with the kind of silence that comes before something you can't unhear. The briefing started like any other. Numbers, budgets, control, language. Then they brought up the subject. They called him a viewer, not a soldier, not a spy, just a man who could see things no one else should see. I remember the general's face, pale. He slid a photo across the table, an aerial of a Soviet facility, blacked out coordinates. Then he said, this man described the interior with no visual reference, no intel feed, just his mind. I thought it was theater, psychological ops. But then they played the tape. The man's voice was calm, detached. Large concrete building, long corridor, third door on the right, steel case inside, housing cylindrical objects. I sensed radiation. My stomach twisted. That building, it was classified above top secret. Even some of the senators didn't have access to what he was describing. I knew something was off. This wasn't just Cold War paranoia. This was something else. One of the senators whispered, how does he know that? No one answered. They called it remote viewing. Project Stargate said it was just research, just experimentation. But why then did they keep referring to operational successes? Why did the files mention target acquisition? One page had a redacted section with a single legible word, penetration. That night I couldn't sleep. Every time I shut my eyes, I heard that man's voice, again soft, matter of fact, like he was watching us from somewhere far away, or worse, somewhere close. And then it hit me. When the recording ended, he said something no one else seemed to catch. Just one sentence. I can see the man in this room. And what still keeps me up at night is how he knew my watch was broken.